What's happening in Oklahoma? This one is a story that's made lots of local headlines and now it's making national ones. But I should note, it's not the type of story that makes for a thorough piece of vertical social content in under 3 minutes. This is going to be in 2 parts, a part 1 and a part 2. It's really that important. Also, on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, they each have their own way of dealing with the vernacular. Otherwise, I could get a community strike if I say something the wrong way. So this is going to be pretty vanilla, what I call a Joe Friday video. Just the facts, ma'am. My attempt to explain to you what has happened heretofore, what is currently happening now, what is making news today, and what has been a nightmare for 2 young women. You've probably heard the story involving Jesse Mack Butler, and if you're only familiar with that name, well, here's why. The now 18-year-old from Stillwater and the son of a prominent OSU football figure was charged when he was 17 this past March with 10 collective counts of rape and domestic violence, including domestic violence with strangulation. That'll play into what I'm saying here in just a second. And then there was an 11th charge of violating a protective order. These alleged acts happened when he was 16 and a half. That's an important fact. We will come back to that. As for timing, 7 of the charges allegedly happened in February of 2024. 1 in June, 1 in July, 1 in August, and then the VPO was from February of this year. And I say allegedly. He was not found guilty. He pleaded no contest. So this never really went through the full court process. There was a plea deal. But I should note, this just speaks to the severity of this, as if this weren't already severe enough. Court records say 1 victim needed surgery and another was 30 seconds from death. I don't want to deduce this without confirmation, but I wonder if that's where the strangulation accusation comes into play. Butler was initially charged as an adult by Payne County DA Laura Austin Thomas, and that's what DAs do. They make the initial recommendation. He faced a 78-year prison sentence. The outrage is that he's walking away with nothing. But as Thomas explained to Fox 25, Butler was allowed to seek certification of his charges to youthful offender or juvenile status. And what she's saying is he was allowed to fight to get them reduced, quote, since he was underage at the time of the alleged crimes, end quote. That's something the defense is allowed to do. And by the way, she charged him as an adult. I'm not sticking up for her. She charged him as an adult because she wanted this to see the light of day in the public. But then an agreement between prosecution and defense appears to have been made with the motive of preventing victims from having to testify or, more importantly, face what would have been traumatic or vigorous cross-examination. And I get it. More on that in a second.